When the alarm sounds and the troops prepare for a landing, one vehicle can be the key element for the success of the entire operation. This vehicle is the Amphibious Combat Vehicle, or ACV. It not only moves on land but can also be effectively used in water. But why are these vehicles so important for the military, and how will they change the course of combat? Today we'll talk about how these unique machines work and the roles they play on the battlefield. Amphibious Combat Vehicles, or ACVs, are one of the most important components of modern armies. Their main task is to transport soldiers and combat equipment across water obstacles such as rivers or even open seas, and quickly deploy them on land. These vehicles are not only used for transportation but also for performing offensive and defensive tasks. If the military once used old and bulky transporters, now modern and fast amphibious vehicles have arrived, capable of quickly transporting infantry to enemy territory while leaving fewer traces and drawing less attention. One of the most well-known and demanded representatives of such vehicles is the ACV, an amphibious combat vehicle designed to replace outdated models of amphibious transporters in the U.S. Army. This vehicle was developed using numerous advanced technologies to ensure maximum effectiveness on the battlefield. It can move quickly on land and easily overcome water obstacles, making it unique in its class. Let's dive deeper into what makes the ACV such an important element of the military. History and development of ACV. It all started in the early 2010s when the U.S. military realized that old amphibious transporters could no longer perform their functions effectively. In 2011, the development of a new vehicle to replace the old models began, one that would be more armored, maneuverable, and versatile. This is how the Amphibious Combat Vehicle (ACV) program came to life. Creating the ACV was no easy task. The requirements were high. The vehicle had to be amphibious, protected from enemy weapons, and fast both on land and water. Initially, the military planned to use the concept of an amphibious tank that could serve as both armored protection for infantry and a vehicle capable of crossing water obstacles. However, such vehicles proved ineffective and lighter, more mobile designs were chosen. By around 2018, the U.S. Army selected a project based on the Italian amphibious vehicle Iveco Super AV, which was adapted to meet American military needs. This solution significantly improved the vehicle's characteristics, enhancing its maneuverability and resistance to enemy attacks. The feature of the ACV lies in its unique ability to operate both on land and in water. To achieve this, the vehicle is equipped with powerful engines and a specially designed hull that allows it to stay afloat. With this design, the ACV can quickly cross rivers or small bodies of water, which is an essential part of amphibious assault operations. In terms of specifications, the ACV is powered by a 6-cylinder diesel engine, the Iveco Cursor 16, which generates up to 700 horsepower. This engine allows the vehicle to reach speeds of up to 105 km per hour on land, which is quite fast for a vehicle of this type. On water, it can move at speeds of up to 11 knots, around 20 km per hour, making it mobile even in the presence of water obstacles. The ACV can carry up to 13 soldiers, providing them with protection from small arms, shrapnel, and explosions. Inside the vehicle, there are comfortable seats for the soldiers, as well as equipment to prepare them for disembarking or land operations. Additionally, the vehicle has a fuel reserve that allows it to travel long distances without refueling. It's important to note that unlike older transporters such as the AAV, Amphibious Assault Vehicle, the ACV has much better armor and maneuverability. The protection system includes not only the armored hull but also an active protection system that helps counter anti-tank missiles. This greatly improves the chances of survival for the crew and soldiers in combat conditions. Unlike older amphibious vehicles, which were vulnerable to modern weapons, the ACV is capable of effectively protecting its crew. To do this, it uses not only armor elements but also active defense systems that can neutralize threats such as anti-tank missiles or artillery fire. All of this makes the ACV more resilient in combat scenarios. The ACV family is divided into several variants depending on the tasks they need to perform. For example, the ACVP is the personnel carrier version, which can transport up to 13 people. There's also the ACV-30, equipped with a 30mm cannon, designed for fire support. Additionally, the ACVC is the command and control version used for operational management. But the ACV does not just transport soldiers. It can also be used as a combat vehicle, providing fire support on the battlefield through its mounted machine guns or other weapons, depending on the modification. For example, the ACV-30 variant is equipped with a 30mm automatic cannon, which can effectively engage light and heavy armored vehicles of the enemy. Since 2020, the ACVP variant has been entering service with U.S. Marine Corps units, and its functionality has been highly praised. These vehicles are now deployed in various parts of the world where the military needs high-speed and mobile solutions for crossing water obstacles. An important milestone for the ACV was its use in real combat scenarios. Over the years, these vehicles have been tested in different countries and regions, allowing engineers and military personnel to fine-tune their performance for specific conditions. For instance, in some tests, the ACV demonstrated its ability to move across heavily swampy areas and in low-visibility conditions, making it an excellent tool for operations in such environments. It's important to understand that the ACV is not just a vehicle for transporting soldiers and equipment. It is part of a broader process of modernizing the U.S. military. Such vehicles ensure the highest level of mobility, which gives a huge advantage in modern conflicts, where time is of the essence. Despite the high cost of developing and producing the ACV, it pays off on the battlefield. For the U.S. military, this is not just a transportation vehicle but a whole concept that helps soldiers perform their missions faster and more safely. Ultimately, it is vehicles like the ACV that provide tactical superiority on the battlefield. The ability to quickly and safely transport troops across water obstacles, as well as provide effective protection and fire support, makes the ACV an indispensable element of modern armed forces. If you're interested in learning more about amphibious vehicles like the ACV and how they're changing military tactics, subscribe to our channel, leave a like and drop a comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts and discuss this topic with you. Don't miss out on our upcoming videos, where we'll talk about the most exciting and cutting-edge developments in military technology. Share this video with your friends if you liked it, and stay with us to discover more fascinating stories about the future of military technology.